Welcome to the Explainer. Okay, what if I told you that you're not just living in the universe, you're actually reading it? Today, we're going to explore a pretty mind-bending idea that all of existence is one enormous book, and we're all just words on a page.
So this radical idea comes from the 12th century mystic Ibn Arabi. He thought the universe wasn't just a collection of, things. He saw it as a collection of words. And he believed that everything, from the tiniest atom to the biggest galaxy, is a word in a divine sentence. So what does that make us?
And look, this isn't just some nice metaphor he came up with. For Ibn Arabi, this is the literal foundation of reality. He built his entire metaphysical system on this idea that the universe is a text, and our purpose here is to learn how to read its language.
But, before we can start reading this cosmic book, we really need to understand its author. And for Ibn Arabi, the author isn't some person up in the clouds, but a single, all-encompassing reality he called al-Haq, which means the truth. It's the source of everything, and it's the subject of every single sentence in this book.
Ibn Arabi called this ultimate reality wujud, or being. The easiest way to think about it is this. It's the only thing that is truly real. Everything else, you, me, the stars, this entire world, is just a reflection. Kind of like an image in the mirror of existence.
Okay, but that leads to a huge question, right? If God is the only reality, then what does that make us? Are we just illusions? Is this whole world just some kind of dream? This is really the central paradox that Ibn Arabi grapples with. And his answer is this beautiful paradox he called huwa la huwa, or he and not he. On one hand, the world is a reflection of God, so in a way, it is God. But think about it. A reflection in a mirror isn't the same thing as the person looking into it, right? The world is finite, and God is infinite. So the world is God, and at the very same time, it is not God. It's both. So the universe is this divine paradox, a reflection of the infinite in the finite. But how did this reflection even happen? How did the one singular truth give rise to the literally countless things we see all around us? Well, Ibn Arabi has a fascinating answer for that too. For Ibn Arabi, creation wasn't a single big bang moment. It was more like a gradual unfolding, a series of what he called ontological descents, tanazulat, from pure, simple unity into the beautiful, complex mess of our world. It's kind of like a single beam of white light passing through a prism and splitting into this whole rainbow of colors. So, the very first step in this unfolding is what he calls the divine names. These are the infinite qualities of the truth. The merciful, the just, the creator. Think of them as the fundamental laws of physics, almost like the source code of reality itself. Now, these divine names, they aren't just sitting there. They have this inherent desire to be known, to be expressed. And that desire gives birth to the immutable archetypes. These are the eternal blueprints for every single thing that could possibly ever exist. It's like a cosmic library of every story you could imagine, just waiting to be written. So you can see this really clear chain of creation here. You go from the one, absolute reality, to its infinite qualities, to the eternal blueprints of all things, and finally to the physical world we actually see and touch. It's a really beautiful, elegant system that explains how the one becomes the many. Okay, but if the world is a reflection of God, how do the two communicate? How does the finite thing connect with the infinite? Ibn Arabi's answer is this really profound and beautiful concept, the bridge. He called this bridge a barzakh. It's like an isthmus between two worlds. It's a place where two different realities meet, just like the shore where the ocean meets the land. It's the zone of transition, of connection, and of transformation. So who or what is the ultimate barzakh? The perfect bridge between heaven and earth? For Ibn Arabi, it's not some angel or a prophet. It's us. It's the perfect human, or al-insan al-kamil. And this is so important. This isn't some title that's reserved for just a chosen few. It's a potential that lies dormant in every single one of us. The perfect human is anyone who has polished the mirror of their own souls so perfectly that it just reflects the light of the divine. He believed that's our ultimate destiny. So if the universe is a book, and we are its main characters, how do we learn to read the story of our own lives? How do we become the heroes of our own journey? For Ibn Arabi, real, true knowledge isn't something you find in books or in lectures. It's found within. He called it kashf, which means unveiling.
It's a direct, intuitive kind of knowing that comes from what he called the eye of the heart, a spiritual sense that can see the hidden reality behind the veil of what just appears to be happening. So, the spiritual path, when you really get down to it, is a journey of self discovery. It's all about polishing the mirror of your heart until it just shines with the light of the divine. It's about realizing that you aren't just a reader of this cosmic book, you're also its author. And so, I'll leave you with this question to think about. If your life is a sentence in this cosmic book, what story are you telling? What will your words add to the great divine narrative? The answer, of course, is up to you.